Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I hope your day is going well so far. I want us to talk about raising children in America, raising children in the USA, in the US of A. I want to share my thoughts and I will ask on you, parents. I don't care if you have adopted children or you have biological, we are all parents. I will say this on my opinion. Everything I say on this channel is what I've experienced raising children here, and I would like you to share your own opinion on the matter. So it's kind of a broad topic, but I'll give just a little insight, a little one or two sentences because I don't want to keep the video long, so you guys can come back and watch more content. From my experience so far raising children, to me, what helped me the most was being consistent. Just like they say in YouTube, you have to be consistent. But as a parent, there are some lines we have to draw when it comes to our children, and there are some ideas, or there are some important things we have to instill in them as young as 0 day old. So, for example, I had been praying for my children, where meanwhile they were in my womb. I'm asking God to bless them, to direct their steps. I grew up in a tradition where my siblings and I, we have days of praying. My parents will make us pray. So Monday was this person, Tuesday, Wednesday, we all had days of praying, and my parents had their own days. So I brought that tradition to my family. My husband, my late husband, and I had the same opinion on that. So we raised the children in a Catholic, because we're Catholic by birth. So we raised them Catholic, but we instilled in them the idea of praying, the idea of reminding God. Because, like my son would tell me, Mom, why do I need to be praying when God already has ordained my life? Like you say, when I'm telling him you have to pray to let that be, you have to assert, you have to say those, affirm those things that God has promised you, because unfortunately we live in a world where there's good and evil. So to me, raising them in that environment, that Catholic charismatic environment, in the environment that everybody had their day of praying, they saw us praying as children, and they grew up praying, having their days of praying and reading the scriptures is very important. That again, this is my opinion. I'm not forcing this on you, please. So don't come for me saying that I know this is my opinion. This is what worked for me. So if this can help one person, we have a lot of younger ones who are getting married and having children. If this can help one person, then I'm happy. So this is what worked for me. We started instilling the scriptures, them reading the scriptures and having days of praying. We never give in our house. We have only one TV, and that TV is in the living room. We never grew up having TVs in all the rooms. So the children did not have TVs in their room. They had more time. If they had to watch TV, all of us will watch it downstairs. And then also, as they grew up and going to school, one thing I would say, because by this time now, I'll say my husband passed, so I had to raise them by myself. All of them were involved in after school activities. Yes, it was expensive. It wasn't easy picking and dropping them, going around the world and working 2 jobs, 3 jobs. But it happened because I had family and friends. That's where you see that it takes a village to raise a child. I had to drop and pick them. So engaging our children in after school activities distracts them from cell phones, distracts them from talking to people online or making friends that are not necessary. That is my opinion. So do what works for you, but I'm just giving you a little hint on what worked for me. By the time they go to school, leave, and have to go to the after school activities, by the time they come home, it's like 6, 7 p.m. They have to eat, do their homework. It's time for bed. It's time for prayers, and they go to bed. So you see, to me, that helped me a lot. Another thing that helped me was having somebody at home if you had to work at night. You know, if you were somebody that had a night shift, some of us work night and day, but lucky for me, I had somebody at home that would make sure that the children went to bed when they're supposed to go, and they said their prayers and got up on time to go to school for them to be picked or dropped by the Uber or Lyft driver. So those are the little things. There's a lot on this topic, like I said, but this is just an introduction. I'm going to categorize all my topics. So this topic is about raising children in America. So the next topic will be categorized, and for you to get more infos on what I'm going to share on my YouTube channel, I will advise you to subscribe. It's going to be a fun channel, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to waste your time, or I'm not going to waste your time. So you're going to keep coming just to get my little wisdom, my 50 years of life. Okay, thank you again for stopping by. Again, like I said, please subscribe, like, and comment. From your comment, I will learn, because my children are still growing, right? So I want to learn from you guys. So please leave a comment, share to your family and friends, and let's grow together. I just opened my YouTube channel, so you too can open a channel. Do it. Okay, thank you. Bye.